Hello and welcome to the playgroup this month, or whenever you're watching it. So we're talking about, I'm about to have our little model come out. Come here, baby. We're talking about some activities for your 9 to 12 month old today. And I've got young Patrick here and he's turning 12 months next week. Hello. So, you know, at this age you will notice that they're using their body so much more. Come on. Maybe I'll move that a bit. You know, and they're a bit more confident with their body. They want to use it and stretch. Hello. He's thinking I'm a bit strange. Yeah, so physically they're really getting stronger and more confident. You'll notice they'll be doing a lot more with finer movements, not just grabbing for everything. Here he is. And socially, you know, you'll have the joy of them recognising their name and just babbling and communicating with you so much more. Yeah, and also you will notice they're becoming heaps more aware of you leaving and coming back. So there's some things that we start having to deal with. But today we're going to do some activities that draw on their physical movements and strength and their senses, and also just some problem solving. So this first activity is supposed to go this way. Come on. It's called, well, I called it Mini Commando from the book Out of the Pen. So so just like us, you know, if babies are extended and, you know, challenged a little bit, they get a lot of joy out of it. So this is really just putting some interest in your space. Just clear it from all the other toys and purposefully put some things in there where they can explore their body, whether it's climbing up on something and using their legs. So, you know, just put things up a bit higher so that they have an incentive to get up. And, you know, the principle here is to, you know, just climb over things, put objects in their way, a big teddy or the pillows, where they can climb over and just explore their body. You know, put a bit of things of interest along the way. Patrick, come over here. You want to come to him? Come here. You're going to come here? I'm going to move him. And just for the purposes of the video, you come in here. Come in, baby. And I'll see. So we just, you know, it's just really a bit of fun. You might have to just show them what to do, you know, the first time. But really, it's just, yeah, just to spruce up your space a bit more. Here, you come to Eve. You come in. Are you going to climb over it? And, you know, it doesn't matter what they do with it, really. They can have fun. You're going to climb over? It just slows down their movement across the space as well. So, yeah, I just put things over here that are a bit higher. So when they get here, they've got, you know, something to fiddle with and do. And maybe a bit of incentive at the end, whether it's just you or, you know, I've put stuff here and up high again. You know, putting things up where they can easily pull up to and stand on and just interact with something is lovely. So that's our Mini Commando course for your moving little bubby. So we'll see for a few minutes what Patrick does, and then we'll set up for another couple activities. You going to climb over here? What's over here? What's over here? No. His mum Courtney says he moves all the time at home and is being very reserved. So we might leave it at that, but you get the idea of some obstacles to put in your baby's way that give them a bit of a challenge something to do, something to problem solve, to feed that interest to getting up high. Yeah, so we'll clear this and get some other couple activities out. All right, so the last two activities for your oldest baby is some in and out, on off activities. So this is problem solving and using their hands and just some fun and exploring. So I'm just going to show you. This is something just easy to make. Make a hole in your ice cream container or use a tissue box. Take out the plastic bit of your box and just let them do some in and outing. And you can start talking about, shapes, big, small, stuck, things like that. So that's great because they're really, they're quite inquisitive at this age. Another thing is tissues. If you don't mind using up a box of tissues, that's fun. So they can take it out and then transferring it to something else. It's a bit of problem solving there. And I'll show you another thing and then I'll see what he wants to do. So if you've got, just little cups and some balls, put them in there and they can take them in and out. You could match colours, a blue cup with a blue ball, green cup, green ball. You can start talking about colours. Otherwise, using these type of eggs and egg cups is really cool. So he's loving that. And now I'm going to take it away. Hey, Taffy, you want to put it in? You put it in. In. You put it in. You put it in. Good boy. You put it in. Hey, Patrick. Patrick, put it in. No. In. Put it in. In. So they're also seeing that when things are gone, they also come back. Oh, Mummy's there behind the camera. That's nice, isn't it? Actually, I'll let him keep that egg. Here. You going to put it in? In. So it's good when you want them to concentrate on something, just kind of clear some space so their little brain can focus in. And you'll probably have to show them what to do a couple times, which is fine. And then you just let them explore. At this age, it's just about exploring, not necessarily doing a whole Montessori curriculum quite yet. So you can find, other things. Just put, 2 pots. Well, the peg basket is typical. You have the pegs in one and an empty basket or a tin. Just let them plop things from one to another. So they're just learning about their world. Another thing is the washing line. If you've got one that's low like this, and even if you finish the washing, you can just get out some flannels, things that you don't really need dry. Your little one might just take them off and put them back on again, or just into the basket. As they're getting a bit older, I'll just clear this so he can have it concentrate. See if he gets interested in it. As they get older, you'll find their pincer grip is getting a whole lot stronger. So you could even just loosely put on the pegs so that they get the idea if they pull, it will come off without them having to pinch it. You want to do that? I'll see if he turns around. So that's just another thing you can just set up, include him in your washing. Yeah. or just set it up as an activity. So putting pegs here as well is also good to encourage them to start using their little finger muscles a bit more. Off, good boy. It's a bit hard for them to put it on here at this age. To put the pegs on there, so that way just putting the clothes on and off, or the yeah, that's okay. All right, what you gonna do? It's very charming. I'm gonna get some other some sensory things out now, so I'll just do that, and we'll see what Patrick entertains you with in the meantime. It won't be a tick. So, okay. Let's see. So I don't have a high chair anymore. But you'll know they love to use their senses. They love to feel things with their feet. Yeah, and obviously their hands, and so this is something to do with their hands. And in the book I wrote about you could just make a bowl of jelly for them to mush up at their high chair, things like that, or freeze half a cup of ice or slightly watered down juice. Yeah, just something different, because that gets the brain thinking and exploring. So we're going to have the vacuum cleaner out after this. So this really, it's just lovely to feel. This is rice. You can put it in anything. And I've hidden a couple things in there. So if they pull it out, I mean, they've got something to do as well. But it's just a fun thing. You can hide it. You want to find it, Locke? You find it. So he's never done, I mean, well, I don't know if he's done things like this before, but, you know, it's, the first time's always just, exploring and experimenting and just have fun with it. So, yeah. That's a shell. Should we put it in? Yeah, we'll want to put it in our mouth, but we'll watch them. So you have to watch them closely when you're doing things like this. Good boy. I'm a bit slow, aren't I? Did you get something there? No, you're right. And it's probably easier on a high chair because they can, you know, they can get into it a bit better. So you could find some things to hide in there. Just let them play and feel. Or you can, depending on their interests, you can get them starting to just transfer some things. So I've just got a couple, obviously a washed washing powder scoop. And so, yeah, you can just get them to do some transferring, which is a really wonderful skill to learn. So just put one thing there for them to use and just to see, oh, if I do this, this happens. Yes! And I know you want to taste it all, which is normal, but we'll just try and keep it as a touch thing. Good boy. Shall we show you? You get in. Out. Good boy. It's quite a, yeah, quite a detailed little task, but you know, they can even just do it with their hands. And just any achievement's nice, isn't it? Good boy. Oh, you're going to wave it. So you might see, you might have better scoops that are easier to hold. This could be a scoop. No, put it in. It's just nicer to feel, isn't it? So be prepared for a mess. But it's all good. You could just get some sand from outside as well and put it in here. Good boy. Dip. Dip. So you're just showing them just some different things about life. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Now, one other thing. I mean, you can look up recipes for slime. I've got some recipes in the book. Is that your head? yeah, so, excuse me, that's really cool to play with, especially outside. I'm going to show you something else. But the last thing I'll show you that's wonderful to play with is just some shaving cream. And you can, I'll just get this started so we don't lose him. So you can do this in the bath, like in the empty bath, so that way you can just leave them there. So this I have to watch him very closely. Here, you touch this. But it's wonderful. I had a friend and she used to just put it straight on their tiles and it just mops up like soap. Is that alright to get it on its clothes a bit? I just want to watch he doesn't get it in his mouth. Although it mustn't be too poisonous if the men put it around their face. But anyway, we'll watch this closely. But yeah, put it on your tiles, on a window, where they can, nicely lean up against the ledge. That's fun. I'm sorry. And it smells so good too. It's nice. It's so soft. Yeah, or just whack them in the bath if you're a bit like me and get funny about too much mess. Yeah. So just, think through the house what little sensory or things that give them an experience with their hands. So hot, cold, soft, rough, squishy. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Mum. Clap, clap. All right. So I hope you found some ideas that you can enjoy with your little one. And let us know, give us feedback, and we'll, actually I think this is the final one. This is the final play group. Sorry for grabbing you. So this is the final podcast for the play group, so I hope it's been really worthwhile, and and do take care and enjoy growing with your little one. So bye for now.